Hi, my name is Leah Grace Denny. Let's see. Okay. I attended the new student dialogue on disabilities, and I thought it was really interesting and went really well, so now I'm going to talk about it. First, we got in there and we played some games, got to know each other, got to learn a few things about each other, and switched up seating. Then we talked about what was most important to us with our partners. We were partnered up, and we talked about dialogue versus discussion and debate, which was really interesting to read about that. Um, we and then we started to talk about disabilities. We watched a video that I'm probably going to talk about more about later because it's really interesting, and we talked about disabilities on campus, so how they relate to us. I thought that we achieved dialogue because I felt that everyone in the group had the opportunity to speak their mind and they felt comfortable doing so when they did. We definitely stayed on topic. No one was disrespectful of anyone else's opinion in the group, which is really important, I think, in when engaging in true dialogue. So that was good. Let's see, were there active voices? Yes. There was this one girl who was really active at first, just talked a lot, and then she later on in the discussion, when we actually started to talk about disabilities, she had a little brother, I think, yeah, a little brother, it might have been a little sister, who was mentally disabled. So she got to bring some relevant dialogue to the conversation, really get the conversation going just by being an active voice in our group. Were there some reserved voices? There were a few, but all in all, people pretty much felt comfortable speaking their mind, talking about, whatever they wanted to talk about, and bringing up anything, if it was any of their own personal experiences when it comes to disabilities and just like on Clemson's campus. Let's see, what role did I play? I was probably somewhere in the middle. I had a few things that I could contribute to the conversation just from obviously being a Clemson student. Also, my cousin is severely disabled, so I could, you know, I've been around her, I've been around other people around her. Um, so I definitely also I've been around a bunch of people, and I know I talked about how my school was really open to the all the disabled kids. I talked about the experiences I had with the special needs classes at school, so that was good. I got to really um, be a part of the discussion in that way. Um, I think dialogue is a component of Library 100 because it's important to understand that how to achieve dialogue, which is, really just being able to talk about something, learning things without judging another person's opinion. Um, so I think that that's really important for Clemson students to be able to know how to do that. Was it useful? Yes, I thought it was useful because it really wasn't that bad. Once we got in there, watched the video, all started talking about our personal experiences and, how we are and who we know and, Clemson life and all these things. It went by pretty quickly, so I thought it was definitely a useful tool in Library 100. We watched this video about this guy who was severely special needs and had severe disabilities, mental and physical, um, more physical than anything. He was like all cooped up in bed and was completely paralyzed, couldn't move, and how he had a girlfriend and was trying to like see the world, and that was really inspiring. And it was really interesting to hear what everyone had to say about that movie. And then we talked about that led us to talk about how it relates to us and on campus about Clemson Life, which is the program for special needs kids at Clemson who are taking classes here. So that was really interesting because I didn't really know. I knew that it existed, but I didn't know that much about it. So that was good to hear about that, and got to hear about everyone else's personal experiences with disabilities, and what we think of when we hear the word disability, and why is it really have a negative connotation when it should have a positive connotation. So I think we definitely achieved group dialogue because we got to talk about a lot of different things, and I learned a lot, and I learned a lot about my peers and what they thought about the topic.